I think it's unavoidable to grow as an artist with lines. It's such a special environment that keeps challenging you to go deeper, to go further, to kind of like push your boundaries away. When you think you've reached it, you realize, oh my gosh, there's so much more. And so you keep climbing up. And I think a big one for me is that I watch my colleagues grow, and that's how I realized, wow, we keep growing. Like even after 10 years now, I've been watching the shows last week and I just feel more inspired than ever, because there is that feeling of I'm gonna push through what I've reached, and I'm gonna search for something that's new and different, that's gonna inform me of more ways to move. So we are never feeling stuck. Yeah.
When I first joined this company, I was super afraid of like the fact that I didn't know who I was as a dancer. And I think that was something that was very much invited into the life here at LINES. He really gives you all these ideas to play with and figure out how you see dance and how you see the world. And so then it comes down to you expressing yourself. And after being here for 9 years, I think I'm more willing to show who I am and not afraid of it anymore.
Alonzo challenges us as artists by never telling you this is the way and this is the only way and this is how you should stay. But he actually is like, I don't want you to do it the same way you did it before, whether that's in the studio, whether that's on stage. He keeps asking us to look for different possibilities. Like it could be as simple as, how do you walk on stage before you solo? I actually do that in Deep River. Before the solo starts, I'm coming from stage left and I'm just walking to the center, which, if you think about it, is not that big of a deal until you really go deep and you think about, what am I about to say? What is my mood? Like, how am I touching the floor? What touches the floor first? Am I having the same speed? Am I slowing down? What am I feeling around me? Is it hot? Is it cold? Like, so there's so many questions, and it's actually so deep that even a simple walk can be something that's, I can't just do it. I have to really be in the right mindset, and that changes every day, because I'm not gonna feel the same every single day. Maybe sometimes my pores are open on my head and I feel like I'm breathing through my hair. Who knows, right? So I think that's how we keep being challenged.
He really wants the best for each one of us, and I think it comes across in a way of him wanting us to challenge ourselves so that we can overcome something. And so he might see that you're struggling with something, and he's not going to just let you not do it. He'll probably make sure that you are doing that part for the show so that you can finally reach a level where you're finding joy and courage and like willpower through it.
And also, he doesn't want us to hide the struggle, even on stage. Like, we're not trying to pretend that everything is easy, because the audience can actually relate to that. Life isn't easy, you go through struggles. And what's important about those struggles is, how do you attack them? How open are you to them? Are you embracing them? Are you really fighting through it? Or are you just like, I'm gonna take the easy way out and just change the step? Like, that's not the point. And so I think we can actually inspire people when they see us fighting for something on stage and not giving up and really going for it.
Yeah, I think we all have our own deep river within ourselves, and somehow it connects us all. And I think in that ballet, we're all very individual. I think for me, it's about our deep rivers coming together and creating a deeper river.
It's beautiful. Yeah, actually, I've never thought about it like that, but I also like the idea of, because we have a lot of moments where we partner, and that's kind of like, how do our rivers connect? Like, how can they flow parallel? How can they intertwine? Like, how can they complement each other. When it's one maybe bigger, louder, and when it's one quieter. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep
I
river.
think the first part that we do is really...
Yeah, it's really that. Yeah.
It's really, we become one. Like, whose arm is whose arm, whose leg is whose
And then
leg.
at the end, the rivers part again.
Yeah.
Even though they've been connected. And they will always stay connected, but there's also like moments where they need to like kind of flow separately. Yeah, and then they come back together. Yeah.
Stage left, stage right.
Exactly. Personally, I love our last par. It kind of just brings it all home. The piece is such a journey. You go through different stages. I think if I think of the relationship that we have in the piece, like there's a moment where he carries me across the stage and I'm without any life in me. I'm hanging, I'm giving him all my weight, and I'm just trusting that he takes care of me. And I might look completely dead, lifeless. And that's kind of like my first interaction. And then I come back and I'm on my own 2 feet and I'm dancing by myself. And that's almost like I'm feeling that life in me and I'm learning about myself and what I'm wanting to say and what I want to express. And then we connect again, this time as almost like 2 equals, right? Like I'm not dead, I'm there, I have a voice, he has a voice, our rivers connect, and then we part. And then at the very end of the piece, we come back together and it's almost like after everything that we've experienced, who are we now and how do we connect now? And what does that feel like? For me, the most magical is actually the opening of the par and we just stand across from each other and we touch hands, but how we touch hands is different every time. And it's like magical because it's 2 of our spirits like actually touching and connecting. And that moment is like, okay, here we go. Now let's move.
Yeah.